Hello everybody, welcome to CGTN's social media platforms. I'm Silkina Ahluwalia. I'm CGTN's Indonesia correspondent. Today we are at Jakarta Fashion Week, not at the exact location, but we are here because we're going to be talking with a local designer that's going to talk to us a little bit about her brand that blends both traditional and modern fashion together. So let's welcome our guest for today, Michelle Chokro Saputro.
Thank you so much. Thank you for pronouncing my name correctly.
I was really nervous. Just 5 seconds before we went live, I was like, I have to get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I did. Okay, great. Michelle, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We're so excited to have you here. So today we're going to be talking about your brand, Bateeq.
Yeah, Bateeq.
Spelled B-A-T-E-E-Q.
Yes.
And it is kind of like a play on word on the Indonesian traditional pattern of batik.
Yeah, I call it batik with a tweak.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what your pieces are.
Yes,
it's batik
exactly.
with a tweak. Okay, so we're right now at Jakarta Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Tell us, is this your first Jakarta Fashion Week? And how are you liking this year's Fashion Week so far?
Yeah, so this is our 4th year for Jakarta Fashion Week. And of course, it's been adventurous, a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
We are also honored that we were selected as a member of Indonesian Fashion Forward. So basically, it's a coaching team by Jakarta Fashion Week.
Yeah.
So we've been mentored how to do the correct way, I guess, to be global, brand.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're very excited to do it every year.
Yeah, and of course, we want Batik to go global because then it'll promote Indonesian style of pattern.
Yes.
Okay, so we know that your brand essentially takes traditional and modern and brings them together.
Exactly.
Mainly for the younger generation, I would say, but who is your target market?
Yeah, so most of our target market is below 35.
Okay.
So our followers and our customers, they're mostly range between 18 and 35 years old. So that's why it's quite, it's quite rare to have such a young audience, a young customer for the batik industry. Usually for batik brands, they're targeted more the older generation. So, but we're really excited. I think we welcome all our younger customers, and we're here for them also.
And for people that don't know, in Indonesia, they wear batik every Friday.
Yes.
It's almost like their national. How do you say it?
Day.
It's every Friday they wear batik to kind of show appreciation for this art that has been around for so many years.
Yes.
So for you personally, have you always been interested in batik, and what makes you so interested in it?
Yeah, well, I came from a family that started the batik business like long time ago in 1928.
Yeah.
But growing up, I hated batik because, of course, the pattern were too, interesting, and the silhouette, the cut. Really, I just felt at the time it was for the older,
And
generation.
we're looking at your pieces right now.
Yeah, so I hated it. I rarely had, batik clothes.
Yeah.
But then my parents challenged me, hey, why don't you make your own, why don't you make it younger? It's up to you. It's up to the younger generation to make it more exciting. Don't just blame the older generations, but the younger generation should start it up, So I took that challenge.
And you tweaked it.
And make it my own. So
So tell us about some of your pieces over here. You want to switch locations?
Not only we use the pattern on prints or colorful prints, but we also noticed that a lot of younger generations don't like too colorful or more minimalist, I guess. And so we use a lot of batik motif, but on weave. So we use jacquard.
Can we take it out so we can see this?
So we use it for using jacquard, and sometimes we also use dobi.
Yeah.
So from afar, it looks like it's solid, but
it's weaved. The pattern is weaved.
Yeah, if you look closely, then you can see all the batik motif on the fabric.
Yeah, and we know there's so many types of batik. It's not just like one type of batik for the entire of Indonesia. They even have Chinese type
Yes,
of
yes.
batik in Central
Yes,
Java. I actually
yes.
just came back and did a story about that. But
Yes.
tell us about your style. Do you have like one particular style of batik, or you incorporate from
No,
many
usually
different?
we keep learning because we believe that we can be as young and chic as possible, but we can also at the same time be rooted and cultured. So we keep looking and digging our older culture and heritage.
Inspirations,
So, inspirations. So we get more excited as we as we investigate and research more and more. So we use a lot of batik motif from different regions, not only in Central Java, but also West Java or even outside Java.
And they're all different.
All different, and they have their own stories to tell.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
So what was your inspiration for this year's pieces for Jakarta Fashion Week?
For this season, we are inspired by the older, I like young, how to say, our childhood memories.
Yeah.
So one of the
More
pattern,
nostalgic type of patterns.
yes, and we remember how the way we draw things when we were a child. Just two mountains with the sun, on the
classic. Everybody has
so
that drawing.
we
Don't tell me you don't.
Yeah, so we use a lot of patterns, that we can connect better when we were childhood.
And
so it's more playful and it's more colorful.
Right. And how is it different from your other previous seasons?
We use a lot of denim, like what I wear today.
Yeah.
We use a lot of denim because we see that denim is on trend for this year and next year.
Yeah.
So we use a lot of denim, more and more denim for this season.
Yeah. So since you are basically a seasoned professional, 'cause this is your fourth Jakarta Fashion Week, do you have any advice for future designers or people that are still trying to make it in the industry, people that want to, get to the local and global stage?
Yeah, I believe that some designers believe that as long as they can sew well or draw well, they can make it. But the business is more than that. We have to think about our brand story. We have to think about just the whole business itself, the supply chain, and all the packaging. So, of course, I don't mean to, discourage to all, the designers.
But you're preparing them.
Yes, but they need to know that it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of, I guess, steps. So I hope that they can continue to learn and learn from other brands, learn from other designers. Never think that they're smart enough or they're
done.
Yeah, and then they're done. So there are more and more things that they should learn.
And I think what I like about your pieces as well is because I think when we look at something like this, this is more traditional colors, because batik is brown and dark and red,
exactly.
but then you have colors like this, which I think appeals to the younger generation, and then you'll have 18-year-olds wanting to wear.
Because sometimes we use batik also for events, not only for Fridays, not only for schools, but also for events. And sometimes the children were forced to wear certain batik that they don't like, or just they feel that they are forced to wear it.
And when you're forced to wear something, that's when you don't like it.
Yes.
It's like nobody likes to be told what to do.
So that's why we want to, create products that they will love, that they're proud to wear it, that they're proud to be Indonesians, but at the same time they don't feel old or, that they're just more formal, I guess.
Because people actually wear this to weddings. It's like a formal attire. Which makes it very easy to go to weddings.
You don't have to wear suits.
Put on a shirt with a really beautiful pattern, and you're formal. So what does your parents think now that you basically made it?
Sometimes they complain that they cannot wear the batik product.
It's too young for me.
So I told them, well, you're not in my target market. So they complain, but I bet they're proud, that we can, grow as much in just a few years.
What do you have planned for the future? I mean, you don't have to tell us like complete secrets.
Of course we will continue to grow because Indonesia is such a large, country. So we will continue to grow in terms of our store, our presence. But mainly we want to grow in terms of our online presence, so that more and more people, especially outside the country, can buy online, to buy batik products.
Yeah. Do you meet any international audiences at Jakarta Fashion Week?
Yes, it's also international buyers.
Oh, that's
some
great.
of them already approach us, of course, but currently we don't have any plan to have stores, our own stores outside. But we're open to any multi-brand stores or department stores, or just online presence. International customer who want to buy our product can just buy them online.
I think there's no way that anybody can go wrong with online, because that's really where everybody, that's where we are right now. That's where everybody's watching us. So personally, growing up, being interested in fashion, what is your fashion philosophy?
Just comfortable.
I like that.
I think it should be comfortable and it should suit your personality. Of course we look at trends, but if it doesn't suit you, doesn't suit your body, doesn't suit your personality, and I guess it's useless, right?
And what is the message that you want to get across through your pieces?
Yes, I guess my message would be that even though you're young, you don't have to, abandon your culture. You can be young and I guess even rewrite the history, creating new history, more exciting, and you can appreciate. I can be proud to be Indonesians, and I can create my own, design and create. I can be as creative as as possible.
I think. I think there's a new sense of nationalism and patriotism that's happening, because a lot of the younger generation are becoming more proud to be Indonesian. They want to buy local, they want to support local brands, and that's very important for brands like you, people like you, and then that can help you go to the global stage. Do you have any particular country that you're targeting?
Well,
right now
we have shown our collection in Japan and Korea, and we also have inquiries from America, and some of our products already in Australia. We know a lot of customers from Singapore actually buy our clothes. Sometimes they even cross to Batam to get them, because we have store in Batam. So of course there are many customers actually already buying batik products, but hopefully in the future we can be stronger,
Do you travel a lot to the places where batik is very popular, like Central Java, to get inspiration or to see how it's made? Because I have seen how batik is made, and you were telling us that you really just take the motifs and not really, because I mean batik takes a very long time, and sometimes pieces like this can be hundreds of dollars, because a lot of work
and it takes a long time. They have very limited capacity. So of course we have more traditional fabric, some limited collection in our store. But of course our team, they're very diverse and they travel a lot. But of course you can use a lot of technologies nowadays, to do your research, and books. There are a lot of books also. So of course we research from many different things.
Everybody is connected. So there's no excuse to not get inspiration.
And we meet a lot. We meet a lot of pengrajin, like how the
people who
workmen.
The
craftsmen. Exactly. I'm sorry.
No
so we meet a lot of craftsmen and see their motif, talk to them. Sometimes we order from them too. So we try to be connected to the industry and also connected to the younger people, because it's very important to absorb their, what they want, what they need, what they need. I think they need functionality now. They need comfort, because now they, the younger generation work more in longer hours. They have to travel more in terms of from their home to the city. So they need a lot of clothes that function, comfortable, and fits to different events in a day. So in that way, we try to
day or night.
Day or night. So we try very hard to make sure that we can cater to their needs also.
And I mean, nobody is ever really in one place anymore. So that's why I like it when you say that your inspiration comes from just everybody being connected through technology.
Exactly.
And Okay, so why do you think it's important for the younger generation to appreciate traditional art? Why do you think it's important for companies like you, this is your piece as well,
Yes,
to incorporate traditional art with modern art, I guess, fashion?
Well, personally, I believe that, you know, I should be unique compared to others.
Yeah.
Why should I be the same with others, right? And if I want to be unique, then I have to look deep inside me and look at my culture, where I grew up and where I was born. And Batik is a part of our lives, Indonesians' life.
Yeah.
And we cannot just abandon it, you know. And if no younger generation will continue the culture, who will?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I believe that, you know, I encourage more and more younger Indonesian designers to actually dig up more on their heritage, their culture, and show themselves that we're unique and we're awesome, you know, we're fabulous.
And we're not shy to wear batik.
Yeah,
It's not for old people.
And we can recreate, we can redefine batik, you know, and how batik means to us. So it doesn't have to look old, it doesn't have to be traditional, but still, you know, keeping up the tradition and make it more modern.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that philosophy, and I think it's important.
Yes,
you know, adapting is very important, and it's good that you make pieces that people don't look at and say this is for old people.
Yes,
you know, because it's not.
Because if you go to like branded store, you see prints all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and why not batik print, right? So if they can use European prints, American prints, then we should be able to use Indonesian prints and make it, you know, awesome products. So,
of course, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Yes, exactly.
So, what do you have in store for the next week? We know that Jakarta Fashion Week is happening until the 26th.
Yes.
Yes. So, what do you have coming up?
So, we just actually launched the collection Batik with Transformers.
Oh,
so
wow.
it will be launched soon. Also with the
Transformers the movie.
Transformers the movie. Yeah.
Everyone's interested now.
Yeah. Last collection we also partnered with Hasbro to launch our My Little Pony with Batik. Yeah, so we just want to associate with the children that they can start using Batik and still look cool and associate with their favorite, you know, how to say, icons.
So they don't grow up hating Batik.
Yes, yes.
Like us.
They can. I want them to associate it well, right? And I like Batik because it's cool.
Yeah.
So you know, that's why I try to also collaborate with, you know, different brands and different, how to say, icons.
Yeah.
So that the children, starting when they're still young, they can start associate themselves with Batik.
Yeah. So right now we are located in a place called Fashion Link, but Jakarta Fashion Week is just happening below us.
In the mall.
In the mall,
here.
right? We're like at one of Jakarta's biggest malls, and it always happens here, right?
Yes, always happens here.
So it's happening just below us right now, but it's really loud there. So we decided to come here where Michelle can also showcase her work.
Yes.
So Michelle, before we go, do you have any last messages that you want to tell budding designers out there?
So if you're Indonesians, please be proud of your heritage, you know, and dig down like what is us and be unique, and let's explore it and show it to the world. If you're not Indonesians, well, there are a lot of hard work to do, but you know, of course, you can also dig down to your culture and show it. We need more diversity, you know, and through that we can start to learn from each other's culture.
Yeah, and that's what everybody's doing right now.
Yes.
Diversity is important.
Yeah.
And it's being discussed.
Yes.
And it's great to have somebody like you that's targeting the younger generation that appreciates diversity.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Michelle.
you so much.
I've had such a nice time talking to you and learning about your brand and also Batik, obviously. And thank you so much. Hi.
Thank you for having me.
If you still have any comments or questions, you can leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching as usual. And don't forget to like all of CGTN's social media pages. I'm Silkina Ahluwalia, and I'll see you next time. Bye.